Introducing my new phone, the iPhone 17 Pro. This is my brand new phone that'll be the face of this channel's videos and photos for years to come, and what this video is being recorded with right now. Welcome to day 14, the grand finale of the 14 lines in 14 day series, and what a way to end the series with a huge surprise like this. Today, for our final line, we'll be riding on the Sydney Metro M1 Northwest and Bankstown line from Central to Talawong. Throughout the video, I'll be showcasing the brand new iPhone 17 Pro's camera system, with all back 3 cameras being 48 megapixels and the new front-facing camera being 24 megapixels. For those who don't know, it's basically just a huge upgrade for quality of videos and photos across the iPhone. We'll be testing the new zoom that goes up to 24 times, up from 15 on video from my old iPhone 14 Pro. And on photos, it goes up to 40 times, up again from 15 on my old iPhone 14 Pro. We'll be testing that throughout the video to see how well the zoom performs on video and both on photos.
This stop is Gadigal. Change for T1 North Shore and Western Line train services. Doors will open on the left. This stop is Chatswood. Please stand clear. Doors closing. This is an all-stop service to Talawong. The next stop is North Ryde.
Just a heads up that this part wasn't necessarily part of the camera test, it was purely just to show how for some odd reason basically every single tunnel light ahead of Epping was not working, and it was honestly scary because it looked like we were driving into the void. But anyways, back to the camera test on our ride up to Talawong.
Please stand clear. Doors closing. This is an all-stop service to Talawong. The next stop is Cherrybrook. is Castle Hill. This stop is Bella Vista. Please stand clear. Doors closing. This is an all-stop service to Talawong. The next stop is Kellyville. This stop is Kellyville. Doors will open on the left. This stop is Kellyville. Please stand clear. Doors closing. This is an all-stop service to Talawong. The next stop is Rouse Hill. This stop is Rouse Hill. Alight for Rouse Hill Town Centre. Doors will open on the left. This stop is Rouse Hill. Please stand clear. Doors closing. The next stop is Talawong. This service terminates here. All customers must alight at this stop.
And we've now made it to Talawong. To be honest, when I got there, I was questioning if I even got off at the right station. It's honestly changed so much since I've last been there, and I still remember opening day in 2019 when all of this was just empty land. Now, it's heaps of apartments and a whole busy, sprawling suburban area. I'm now currently walking up to an overpass, which is where you can get a clear view of the Sydney Metro Maintenance Depot and Maintenance Centre, and I primarily chose this time around 2:30 because a lot of trains were coming out ahead of peak hour, so I was able to get a whole lot of depot shunts, which we'll all see shortly. And this is the home of our metro trains. This is where they sleep each night, despite the fact that their bed locations may change every once in a while, sometimes in a maintenance centre building, and sometimes just out in the open on a track. Just here is, if you haven't already guessed, the train wash building, which is where they wash all the metro services, and I believe they do so at least once a week, probably more often, and you can definitely tell it's in use as you can see literal water on the ground. Unfortunately, I didn't see anything go through there while I was waiting there for about 15 minutes, but believe me, you'll see some trains soon. Now, the reason why I paused the video here is because this yard that you see with the two unelectrified tracks heading down is actually where the metro trains are first delivered. So back a few years ago when they were delivering the metro trains, they would have been dropped off by truck just there, put onto the tracks and dragged over by a shunter into the maintenance yards just there. And it appears we have our first special guest. This metro train is leaving the maintenance centre building after being worked on for whatever reason. It will be going up to the shunting track to then turn around and come back into the open yard where you saw those trains earlier, before it will likely enter service a little bit later. Now, on Sydney Metro's terms, 1 is a small crowd, so of course a second metro appeared from the left, which was going towards the track to enter service onto the line in about 5 minutes' time, and this would end up being the train that I get on home. So the one on the left there is the metro train that just came out of the maintenance building and will be turning back and going into the open yard area to enter service in a few hours. And the one on the right is the train I'm catching home, which is about to enter service any minute, meaning I do have to make it back to the station somewhat quick if I want to get on that train.
Train was opening.
And now it's my cue to head home. I decided to not record the train ride home to have a bit of a relaxing ride on the metro, because who doesn't like a relaxing ride on the metro? So that is all for this video, and that also means that is all for the 14 lines in 14-day series. We're officially done. That is all for all the episodes, no more daily episodes. However, I would like to take a moment to thank everyone who watched, enjoyed the videos, left your comments, and especially to those who donated to Aspect Australia. You still have your last few chances to donate now. Donations will be open for another few more days before it will be closed, probably around the end of the week, so feel free to donate. We raised approximately $873. That was over nearly $400 over our original goal of $500, and I cannot thank you all enough for donating. Thank you all so much for supporting me throughout this series, and I'll see you all in my next video, whenever that may be.